Hello, good morning, everybody. This is Henry. Welcome, and hope you all have a great weekend. In just about 7 minutes, we're gonna trade the Canadian GDP number. It is a month-on-month number. Let's just go through it real quick so that we'll be ready for in about just 6 minutes from now. The GDP is expected. The forecast is at 0.4%, and the previous release number is actually at negative 0.1%. So today we're looking for a minimum deviation of 0.3%. So in the event that we get a zero point 0.1, we'll be looking to buy the USD CAD pair. And in the event that we get a zero point 0.7, we'll be looking to sell the USD CAD pair. So this is a pretty straightforward news release. And as we can see, the market has been pretty much volatile since last week's news coming out from Dubai. And if you read my weekly outlook, you know basically my stance on it. Let's just quickly look at the 30-minute chart. We know that the market started out opening at the 106 area, just above 106. And right now the dollar CAD is trading around 105.53. So we see close to 70 pips of drop, close to 70 pips of strength of the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar. And I have stated that with the Canadian dollar, we're pretty much looking at a ranged trading, a range bound trading for these few days because of the fact that the US economy is Canada's largest trade partner. So Canadian economy is basically influenced by the U.S. economy. That's why I think even though the CAD is looking much better as far as the outlook for its economy, it will still be influenced strongly by the U.S. dollar. So that's why I put down that we will probably see a range-bound trading from now until the end of the year because there won't be much of a liquidity, and the push for this pair will be limited. So today, judging by the pre-market movement of this currency pair, I think there's a lot of buying of the cap prior to the news, although not necessarily attributed to this news. I think partially it is attributed to it, and there is also a broad weakness of the US dollar as well. We can compare real quick with other pairs. As we can see with the euro dollar, market started out at 49.62, went to as high as 150.81, and right now we're around 150.37. So just by correlation, you can see is a broad weakness in the US dollar by comparing just with the euro. So basically, I think by looking at the pre-market trading condition, there's really not too much of a sentiment prior to the market, and because prior to the news release, and because of that, I think we have to remain neutral biased with this news. However, the Canadian dollar is showing strength, and we're hitting a support area. Basically, you see this is a on the 105.50. Not only it's a psychological number, when it ends with 50, but also we're hitting a close to a congestion area. I can see how the market really just stop at this area just based on simple technicals. And if we look at the 4 hour, we're seeing that this is actually a support area from last time, from about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days ago. So now we have to make sure that the number is going to be strong enough to push this down before we're jumping on a trade. So what we'll do is we'll be trading the dollar CAD pair, and right now I have no bias to go long or short. You could go either way. So let's wait for the news to come out, and let's trade 50% of your position. So have your dollar CAD pair up, and let's trade 50% of the position. So 50% of your position, And let's wait for the buy. Let's go ahead and buy. Okay, what we got is a pretty much a in line with expectation release GDP, and the GDP month to month is 0.4 versus 0.4. So we're going to see some limited buy on rumor, sell on news type of deal, since we see the market really went on a US dollar weakness prior to the news. And even though we are neutral biased, having the number coming out in line with the expectation, it shows that there's a possibility that the market will start retracing back somewhat. So we got in, and right now we're sort of break even, not seeing much of a market reaction here. And what we do is right now we're gonna wait to see if we will be able to get out with some kind of profit. If not, what we'll do is we'll take a small loss and get out immediately. So that's basically the plan here. We saw some pre-market movement of this pair. We saw about 70 pips of CAD strength prior to the release. And with the in line with expectation, there should be some kind of reversal. And of course, it also matches with the 9 o'clock, 9:30 market reversal that we should be seeing with the market cycle, and that could also push the trade back to positive. So that's the plan here. Hopefully we'll see that kind of reversal, and we'll be able to get out roughly around 106 if possible. And of course we're seeing the support at the 105.50 area. Not only from today, there's a congestion all the way across the Asian session. We see 105.50 being a strong area. It's just general a lot of candlesticks hitting right there and not being able to pass that. And on top of that, we're also seeing a support about 4 or 5 days ago, also hitting around the 105 area. So all of that is pointing for a limited downside potential for the USD CAD pair. And all of that is really helping with our trade to go upwards. So we're going to try to get that 30 pips if possible. Okay guys, so I'm going to just sit back a little bit and watch this trade. Hopefully we'll see this one work out for us. So in the meantime, stand by. We bumped around this area a few times already, and seems like we're making a break above this area on the CAD, but then we get bounced back, and we are 20 minutes to the open. So hopefully we'll see 90, and I think that will be an area for us to take our profit. And I'm also looking at the chart. I'm seeing possible resistance. So I think if we see 90 or even around 90, we should be taking our profits just to make sure that this trade doesn't turn on us. If you're up about 20 pips or so, you know, I think this is pretty much it for this currency, for this trade. It could turn into a more profitable trade, but you know, the market is kind of uncertain right now, and I don't want to get caught in the middle of that uncertainty, especially with what happened over the weekend. So I'm just going to go ahead and close my trade here, and it's up to you guys if you guys want to follow. But I think 90 will be a real target, so if you want to hold on to it. Okay guys, so that's it. We're going to wrap it up for right now for this session, and I will see you all around 10 tonight. Take care now. Bye bye.